I have to make a plea to our listeners, Howard. We need a little help.
What's wrong?
If anybody's out at Kennedy Airport and sees Gary the retard wandering around.
Oh, no. Right.
You know, he got in at midnight last night. The car was supposed to pick him up, and somehow they didn't connect.
Yeah.
And we can't find him. We know he's there because he's calling us, but even he doesn't know where he is.
He's at Kennedy Airport.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
He could be in a hangar.
The last thing he said was he was at the Delta terminal.
Yeah.
You know, the car's looking for him.
When did he call last?
About 40 minutes ago.
Okay. Gary the retard. Is it LaGuardia? It's LaGuardia Airport.
LaGuardia? Okay.
Yeah.
He can walk here from
Gary.
LaGuardia?
Let me handle this.
Oh, dear.
All right.
You should get that right.
Yeah, you should get the airport
so
right.
Maybe the car's at the wrong airport.
Gary comes in here and says it's Kennedy Airport.
I think he's at Idlewild.
Gary the retard is worried. Yeah, Gary the retard is worried about.
The other Gary the retard.
All right. Gary the retard, who appears on this program.
Maybe Gary the retard can help us a little bit. He's on the phone right now.
Oh, okay, good.
What do you see, Gary?
Yeah, right.
Do you know what line?
John's going to give 2 seconds. I'll put him
All
in
right.
the room. Maybe he can get a skycapper staff or something.
Gary the retard.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, you're in the airport?
I'm at the airport.
Okay, where are you, at Kennedy or LaGuardia? All right, he doesn't know.
Why taxi?
We know that it's LaGuardia?
Yes.
All right. Now, what do you see? Can you read?
I can read a little bit, yes.
All right. What signs do you see?
I see a bunch of cars coming in and out of the front. I'm upstairs.
You're upstairs and you see cars coming in and out of the front.
Yes.
You're at arrival.
Do you see anything like a sign from one of the airlines?
It says Delta Airlines.
Delta Airlines?
Yes.
All right, so he's at Delta.
Delta Airlines.
All right. Now, let's say a listener can find him. What do we do with him?
There's a car there waiting for him.
There is.
Yeah, see, you know, he got in at midnight last night.
But is there a car waiting since midnight?
There's a car waiting for him.
Now, where is the guy who's in the car?
John?
Come on, let's get this together.
Come on, man. I'm waiting.
I can't believe he's been there since midnight.
Well, and also he's supposed to be at Northwest Airlines.
Oh,
Yes.
dear.
Yeah, that's what he took. John, what,
He's supposed to be at Northwest Airlines.
Okay, but he sees a sign that says Delta.
Delta domestic. I mean, who knows where he wanted to?
Did you wander or did you stay where you were?
I stayed right here till almost 12 o'clock.
And then you wandered.
I had the car here and I couldn't see the one that didn't have no name and nothing on it.
Yeah.
They claimed they had, they were there. They had his name. They were looking for him.
And you mean he walked off the plane and they couldn't grab him?
And it's the company car service. I don't usually.
They had to be late because you can't miss this guy.
Right.
There's no planet. There's no planet in the world that has a creature like this.
I told the company he was slightly retarded and they should, really, handle it with kid gloves, but. I don't know what happened.
He's so easy to spot. I had to say that they blew it.
Everybody must have looked at him.
Yeah.
Nobody's helped him.
He's a retard.
Yeah, I'm a retard. I'm tired. I'm ready to go.
Of course you are.
Of course you're tired. Did anybody? Did any of the police or anything ask why you were there all night? No.
Boy.
I did it all on my own.
Did it all on your own?
Did it all on my own.
All right. Hey, Gary.
What?
Do you have any cash on you?
I got like 40 bucks.
Howard, we should just tell him to get in a cab.
I don't know.
Because
what will he tell them to do?
What's he gonna do? What do you want me to come to the radio station right now?
I can give him the address, and I'm just saying we could do that, or I could have a.
But you better speak to the cab driver, John.
How are you going to do that?
I don't know. Someone needs to help him.
Yeah.
He's retarded.
Howard?
I said the last time that he.
Is there anybody walking by him in the terminal that maybe stop and drag him?
Hey, Gary.
What?
All right. Do you see anybody walking by you? Could you ask him to come to the phone and tell him we're on the air?
The cabs are going in and out.
What do you say?
Cabs are going in and out. But nobody's standing there?
No.
See if you can get a cab driver.
Please. He can't get a cab driver.
Because he's not even obviously standing at the taxi stand.
There's got to be a cop there who can help us. He's got to be listening. Is there any cops there?
There's somebody across the street.
Tell him to come over.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
It's somebody with a brain.
We always leave him to his own device. What?
Are you guys going to pay for this car and use my last quarter?
Yes.
No. Yeah, we'll pay for it. You should have called collect.
Get the number and call him back.
Why don't you get the number and call him back, John?
All
right, well, we zoomed him on the phone to get him on the air, Howard. It wasn't...
all right, whatever.
It was last quarter. We're going to lose him.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. This is Howard Stern. We're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man, what are you a police officer?
No, I work here in the airport, though. I'm listening to you on the radio.
Oh, great, thanks. Okay, now where exactly is this retard?
Well, he's at Delta. It's Northwest and Delta.
Oh, it's Northwest of Delta. Okay, all right. Do you see any kind of guy around there who's supposed to be driving him?
I don't know. What's the company? Well, I don't know if you give me the name.
He's not there anymore.
Yeah, he's not there. Okay, all right.
Oh, so there is no car for Gary.
No, there was a car for Gary.
Hey, let me ask you something. If Stuttering John gives you, like, the address of the radio station...
Can you put him in a cab?
And then we'll have somebody waiting for him?
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
All right. Hold on, okay, man?
Okay.
All right, thanks. All right. Now, quickly, John.
Gary. Every time we bring him here, we lose him.
I don't know how somebody misses him.
I said to them the last time he was here, you cannot just leave him to be picked up by people. You have to have an intern or somebody there to escort him.
I know. I thought we were doing that.
The car must have waited outside for him or something.
Yeah, they probably blew it.
Gary can't do that.
Well, we know that.
They're hard enough to find for a regular person. It's just a black sedan.
Yeah.
Because when he comes off that plane...
Yeah, that's also like Baba Booey. I got to get a hold of Baba Booey. He's got to learn to run the office with Kathy. Like, half the people don't know when we're taking vacation.
Baba Booey.
People, you know what I mean? Are we off this week on Friday?
Yes.
Like, Tony doesn't know that. Why is that?
Kathy sends a memo out to everybody to tell them over.
Why doesn't Tony get told?
Switched so many times. I don't know why. Kathy sends memos out to everybody.
Yeah, but Tony didn't know the first time we were going. But Gary, look at me. I think the beginning of the week or I don't know, Friday, that we were going to take this Friday off. I don't see why people can't be told. I don't get it. And I don't know why this guy has to tell me shut the F up, which I had to bleep, which the audience couldn't hear.
Can we play it back?
I mean, I don't understand. And if I bring it up, I'm a bad guy.
Yes.
I'm not a decent person.
Well, he's under stress right now. He's got Gary.
No, you don't have to bring it up on the radio. I've had this conversation.
I have to bring it up on the radio because if I say it off the air, you're like, oh, okay.
Well, I don't feel I need to be degraded in front of the United States of America. Simple as that.
Well, I need proof that I told you, and the only way to do it is to tape it. If you were doing a good job, then you wouldn't be yelled at on the air. That's my only salvation with you.
Well, then go get safe somewhere else.
Okay, are you leaving?
No, you should leave.
Oh.
Oh, I'll leave.
Does he understand that if you leave, he goes too?
He understands.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So seriously, man, I mean, when Tony shows up on a Friday and we're not here, it's very, very embarrassing.
Has that happened to her
I apologize
before?
for it, and it didn't happen. So let's not make.
What do you mean it didn't happen? It absolutely happened.
It didn't happen. Tony didn't show up here on Friday.
Yeah, because I brought it up. I said, did anyone tell? It's like I have to go around going.
You have to remember to bring it up.
And then she goes, no, I didn't know. And I go, oh. And then you say to me, well, gee, we changed it. It keeps changing. I go, well, so what? So what if it keeps changing?
I'm tuning you out.
Well, why? Because I'm right. He can't take criticism.
Well, I don't understand why.
How's he going to improve?
Difficult to listen to.
I don't know. I'm trying to tell him that even let's say tomorrow we change it again.
Right. Is he going to remember to have Tony on the list of people to tell?
I don't know. I can't get an answer.
I'm too stupid.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know.
I want to talk to him about it. Find out what he's just...
I'm on the phone right now. I don't have time for this. I'll be in a minute. Do you mind?
Yes. I would like to talk about it now.
Somebody on the phone is more important than Howard?
Who do you have, Gary the retard?
I'm sorry.
I thought we decided with Gary the retard we were going to send someone to the airport to pick him up.
I just had that conversation with John.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened? You told me to delegate work.
Right.
And I did. I delegated to John. John was in charge of booking.
What did I say as of 3 weeks ago? That John is incapable of any task. What? Why am I kidding you?
Most people who come here, we just tell them, get a cab.
Here we go with most.
Yeah, I know. So I have our corporate car company going there.
They don't care.
They're not nurses, John.
Who I tell them the guy is retarded. They are there to look for the guy specifically. I mean, the only other thing I can do is I guess what?
You send somebody.
You have to send someone. I thought the plan was to send someone.
No, that was never a plan.
Yes, it was. The last time we
discussed
lost
it on
him
the air
at the
last
hotel.
No, at the hotel. I always send somebody to pick him at the hotel.
No, I know Howard, you know what? I know we had this discussion because odds are the car company is sending some guy
who doesn't really care. It's not his responsibility.
He's just there to pick somebody up.
He's not there, he leaves.
Half the time you have to find them.
Oh. He got there, didn't find Gary, and he left. So how much could he care?
Even if he had a number where he could call you and say, I do.
He has my home number. He has my work number. No.
Right, so what does that tell you?
You don't know how to do that.
No, listen to me. But of course, that's
why... You don't know how to handle a retard.
No, but,
John, listen to me. Look at me now.
Yeah.
All right, forget everything else. All right, because I got to get past this. I got a whole show to do.
But it's just ridiculous.
Look at me. Look at me. Shh. Shh.
Yeah.
All right. From now on, when you have somebody who is less than mentally there, all right, like Gary the retard, we should assign an intern or somebody on the office staff to pick him up at the airport. To be there when the driver's there. Just to make sure he gets on the car.
Let me just say.
On the other end.
No.
On the other end.
Hold on. Let me just ask you a question then. When he flies, he's got to transfer himself to different planes.
So why don't you contact someone at KUFO?
No, I do. I have.
And let them fly with him.
Well, then we got to get 2 plane tickets.
That's right. And that's what we're going to have to do. That's what we have to do.
You can't do it any other way. Look at how many times we've had a problem.
He can never get anywhere.
A solution right there.
That's it.
Well, then we have to just get 2 plane tickets.
Let me ask you something. If your dog got lost, would you tell him to call you?
Would you give him phone numbers?
Would you give him quarters?
He's not that stupid.
What? No, seriously. Who, Gary the retard? Yeah. Absolutely is.
Oh.
As a dog?
Is he
He's
here?
as dumb as a dog. You know how,
is he here?
You know what? A dog has the intelligence level of a 3-year-old. That's what Gary the retard has.
Howard said, are there any people going by? And he said, here comes a car.
How can I make a suggestion? You don't even have to. You could send another person. That's one solution. But you can just contact the airline. I've seen this before. They'll stick a big sticker on them. It says,
I'm a retard.
No, it says, my name is Gary Loudermilk. And my destination is LaGuardia, New York. And the stewardess knows he's a special passenger.
Yeah. So why don't you do that?
I thought,
since you know so much.
What did I do?
No, hold on a second.
No. You know you're dealing with stuttering John, who is not a sophisticated guy.
You're out of your mind.
John is not sophisticated.
John can't do this.
Then talk to Kathy about it. This is some things John can do. Excuse me. Some things John can. Don't tell me I'm out of my mind. I'm as smart as.
Hold on a second.
Smart as a
KUFO, Gary. Just the information. Hold on. Our station.
You're telling me you're sophisticated.
Howard, our station in Oregon. They put him on the plane.
Yeah.
They bring him up, and they totally take care of the whole thing.
Right, so, John, what do you suggest? Should we continue to do it your way?
No, I think that.
What do you think
now we have to get 2 plane tickets, I think.
Oh, you do think that?
Yes, but I mean,
All right.
Arguing it.
Then why are you arguing?
I'm arguing because you blame it on Gary, which ultimately is blaming it on me.
All right, stop. So now you agree that he... Okay. All right, listen to me. Do you see who I'm dealing with here, Gary? Do you see that these are problems that David Letterman doesn't have to deal with?
Back to you.
That Jay Leno doesn't have to deal with?
Do you see who I'm dealing with?
No, listen to me. Don't deal with him. I set that up. I said he's capable of answering the phone. That's it.
Don't give him these tasks.
Don't give him tasks. You're relying on stuttering John.
I can't believe I'm getting yelled at because Gary the retard, he had a car there waiting for him with a guy with a sign.
But
John, be quiet.
Gary Letterman can't even read. He couldn't even tell us where he was. So what sign is he going to look for?
He did tell us where he was.
Be quiet.
All right. Either you hire somebody to watch John, or you hire somebody to watch Gary the retard. But John can't handle something like this. This is way out of his league.
You're out of your mind.
He's an irresponsible guy who has very limited intelligence and limited ability to speak.
He's almost Gary the retard.
Yeah. He has a limited... He's very limited. So in choosing people to delegate to, you might have to choose a higher caliber person like Kathy.
I have a small amount of choices.
Or you pick up the phone and you call Laura and say, "Listen, I'm confused. I don't know who to call. I don't know who to assign this to. Maybe she can help you think it through. Maybe you need a bouncing board.
We can find a couple of bucks to hire somebody to escort Gary.
Maybe.
He's not on the staff.
We could look into that. Maybe KUFO can do that.
Yeah. Or, you have hire Grillo to go to the airport to pick up Gary.
Right, because John's basket of tricks has a hole in the bottom. All right? He's not that bright.
All the tricks fell out.
He continually disappoints me. And he disappoints you. So why would you keep going to him? He is not the guy we can depend on.
I have limited resources.
Well,
no, you're looking at limited resources.
You don't. You have the whole E! Show that can help you. You could huddle with Scott Einziger. and say, I got a problem, I can't get this guy here.
And I do. I delegate
and
a
then
lot of work.
if after you huddle with some of the top people on the show, then you come to me if you're having a problem.
I delegate a lot of work.
Look who you turn to. Stuttering John.
Who was sleeping?
Who was asleep. Who slept through this last night. All right? All right, now you know what to do. Okay, thank you.
May I have one more moment with you?
Please, I must get to a break.
I just want to apologize for my use of profanity before.
That was uncalled for.
I didn't get a good night's sleep.
All right.
Problems already this morning.
Right. There's a lot of problems, but I am here to help you.
I know.
I'm not your enemy.
I know that.
I know you have your problems.
No, I know.
And sometimes you get frustrated.
I do.
But look at me as a resource.
I understand.
As I point out all of your inadequacies.
I don't know why I did that.
All right. It's understandable. When one is critiqued, it is very difficult to stand up to that type of pressure. Okay, we all understand each other now. John, you are no longer in charge of anything.
Let me just say something.
No. Here he wants to say something else.
Fine, all right.
Remember that conversation I had with you about just swallowing it and walking out the door? And don't worry, we'll discuss it. And, let Howard be. Let him feel like the message got through to you.
Right. Fine. What did you want to say, though?
No,
I got to know. What did you want to say? I got to hear it.
Nothing.
Just curious. I won't even respond. Go ahead.
The last problem we had with Gary the retard was when he couldn't get out of his room. When we had people there trying to get him out of the room.
Right.
And we handled it, from A to Z.
I said, what's going to happen now is... all
I'm saying to you is that even though when we have...
All right, thank you. Thank you. You're not going to even listen to me.
I'm just saying, even when we have people there to bring him here, there's still a problem.
I told you that Gary shouldn't even be in the hotel room alone.
Right. What's going to happen now is he's going to have an escort. An escort. See? You're missing the new plan. You're still on the old plan.
I'm not empowered to hire somebody else to do that, and nor am I empowered to book another person.
Absolutely not.
You could ask.
We need you to think ahead.
And I didn't think I could book two.
Right. Understood. John, you're relieved of all pressure.
Well, that's
okay. John, look at me. You don't have to worry anymore. We know what you can do.
Yeah, there you go.
We know what level you're at.
There you go.
Sleep soundly,
right.
as you have done.
Yeah. Don't miss a beat. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. And Gary, really think about who you delegate to. Seriously, don't tell me you have limited resources. There's a couple of people around here who are not so limited.
Well,
if they're telling you they're overworked, I don't buy it. Scott Einzinger's around. He's busy dating. I mean, certainly he's available.
He's not got time on his hands.
Right. All right. Thank you, Baba Booey, Stuttering John. Good job. Let's hope Gary the retard shows up here.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see how you handle the rest of this.
Now, what was Gary coming for?
He's coming for the intern beauty pageant.
I hope he gets